What is happening there, J Gaming Dude here, and I'm going to be talking about how Sony is, well, let's just put it this way. They're taking away something that you've bought. So you think if you go to a shop and normally you buy something and then you keep it with you don't think that eventually when that thing becomes end of life, like say for example a laptop. You buy a laptop, you've got it for like a few years, it becomes end of life. It's not like the shop owner is going to come back, tell you, give me the laptop, because we don't have the licensing agreement with this particular company, let's say HP for example. We don't have the licensing agreement for HP, so we have to take it back now. That sounds kind of dumb, doesn't it? But that's exactly what's happening with a lot of movies and videos on the PlayStation Store. So originally, PlayStation did offer the ability to, purchase seasons of TV shows and movies and such. Unfortunately, what happens is, and there is a rigorous amount of this, especially in the movie and somewhat music industries, where everything is licensed by IP. And so licenses are given out only for temporary access to something over a period of time. And so with game companies wanting to go into an all-digital future, if you did actually own any products bought from the PlayStation Store, you are going to lose access to those movies and videos. You will lose them. And it's specifically relating to the Discovery stuff at the moment, but if that's how a company like Discovery is going to handle it, just imagine a company like EA with games. Imagine that you own a copy of, let's say you own, not even own, let's say you bought Mirror's Edge for PS3. And then EA was just suddenly like, oh, we can't monetize, Mirror's Edge on PS3 anymore because who on earth still plays on their PS3 besides, well, me, actually, but that's besides the point. And then EA was just like, okay, we're going to make you lose access to this game that you bought years ago, which I still remember I played like $30 for Mirror's Edge. So that's in my local currency. So in like USD, that would be what? $18? I want to say $17-18. Anyway, besides the point. And so ultimately, like, I could see game companies who are just as greedy when it comes down to these sorts of things being really, really bad about removing the ability to not to access that content that you bought. Money is forever, but digital ownership absolutely isn't. I feel like you could have like a dollar coin in front of you for like, I don't know, 20 years. Let's say you're sitting in a chair for 20 years, that dollar will never move unless you or someone else moves it. However, if you own a game, in 20 years the game could be gone. Again, online only games are a very good example of this, where like they're not making enough money, so it's time to shut it down and then just walk away from the business entirely. A digital only future is really, really annoying. Even though you can't stop progress, it doesn't hurt to have both digital and physical coexist. That's kind of the point of like at least trying to keep some things together. But the likelihood is that's not going to happen because game companies are very much trying to make it so that you need to buy everything digitally. And to be completely honest, like I think 80% of the games that I own are digital. So technically I don't own 80% of the games that I have. I just borrow them technically. I spent money to borrow it rather than own it. So if you've ever bought a game at full price from a digital storefront, good luck with that because that was a real bad move. But yeah. And so while this particular article really only affects TV shows and movies, specifically video titled, and does not give any sort of refunds from the PlayStation Store side, that is going to be very, very rough because I could see that going into gaming very easily. But also, Sony is making it okay to pirate, essentially. Sony is making it okay to pirate video content right now, and soon that could veer into games, which, let's be completely honest, it is already okay to pirate games anyways, with the way online only games work, the way that delisting works. Really old games, especially pre 2010 for sure, absolutely. Nah, pre PS4 I guess would be okay. Yeah, so anything before that, okay to pirate, I guess. Totally up to you as an individual, but even if that, like, yeah, I don't know, like, what is Sony doing here? Because again, digital content was already on the fringe for being like the sort of very weird area where we couldn't really tell what was okay and what isn't, but it was clear what the companies wanted to tell us was okay or wasn't. So take this for what it's worth. Share your thoughts below on the all digital future and just losing access to products without being offered or given the ability to have any sort of refund in place. Because if we're going into an all digital future, companies need to sort out a refund policy, because most places don't have it, and in fact Steam is probably really the only good one. But with all of that said, please comment below on your thoughts on this whole mess. And I mean, I could feel like I could keep going on and on, but honestly, I don't really have my thoughts in like a singular voice, in like a singular place to really be able to start spitting out like, what about this, what about that? Because I only just thought about the refund stuff just now when I thought about, oh wait, hold on, so like, when I say refund stuff, I mean the idea that most places don't offer it except Steam, as like a little bit of a tidbit. But yeah, comment below, like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 100 subs by the end of the year. And I do want my videos to go out to more people, but with all of that said and done, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.